Don't get in my way.
It's like impossible with so many enemies to give Tyr room to... I tried to dodge, but I couldn't.
First aid.
It's like impossible to give Tyr any room to do anything
Watch out.
when there are so many enemies all attacking at once. Yeah, like, we're gonna lose this and have to retry. I don't know if we're gonna have to go level grind for this or what. This is awful. What a terrible boss. This is literally, unless I'm forgetting one, this is literally the second boss in the game. 3 enemies at once. What were they thinking with this?
Good. Oh, healing power. First aid.
Also, all of them seem to have, like, varying levels of super armor at times. This sucks, man. All right, well, you definitely focus on the bird first. It takes more damage, it seems like. I'm just gonna let Tyr die so we can restart. And then hard focus the bird and see how that goes. Hopefully we don't have to go level grind. This is a very annoying boss.
Oh, here it comes. No, barrier.
Any day now. Any day now.
Hammer of light.
There you go. View skit? They were never heard from again. What is view skit? Ah, we lost. When we're dealing with multiple strong enemies like this, spreading out our attacks won't get us anywhere. You mean we have to try and reduce their numbers? Yes, the usual way is to think about the enemy's roles and defeat the most troublesome ones first. Okay, let's start with Gloomietta then. That may not be a bad idea. With the way the Liger runs around, it's a rather difficult attack target anyway. Okay, let's go. That's really neat. They have skits that actually give you... I don't know about going for Arietta first, though. The bird and the Liger are gonna, like, absolutely destroy us. Big L, by the way, not having a retry button. It's an older game, so what are you gonna do? But, like, that's just a bad game design. To force the player to have to run back to the fight instead of just having a retry button. Shows a serious lack of consideration for the player's time. And also, I don't think I can skip this cutscene. Yeah, so we have to sit through this every time too. That's really bad. Very bad, very annoying game design. I'm gonna try to go for Arietta first. I don't have a lot of faith in going for Arietta first, though, to be honest. Shut up, shut up, shut up. She takes, like, no damage, also. At least I'm stopping her from casting. I hate you.
Perhaps we should have
Yo, get him, guy. Well, I guess if the Liger and the bird never bother me, famous last words, then, you know, Luke and Arietta can kind of cancel each other out until I get her dead. Never mind. I thought that I stopped her from casting, but actually she just got to cast an orbital nuke right on top of me somehow. Yeah, I meant to do that. See, now the Liger is just on top of me and annoying me, and I can't, like, hit Arietta. And then Arietta also has overlimit for some reason. Why does the second boss in the game have overlimit? That's stupid. You see how little damage she's taking? Stop this. She takes so little damage. Yeah, and all of my AI friends are dying now. I think this is a mistake. Did that help?
That helped.
I'm committed now though, but yeah, look at man, why do they all have so much health? This boss fight blows, man.
Now at least.
This boss fight blows a lot. What a terrible boss.
This isn't good.
Oh my goodness. That attack is so... No, this isn't gonna work. I think the game is wrong, honestly. I think attacking Arietta first is a trick. It's actually worse to attack Arietta first. It's probably better to kill the bird, because the bird will actually take damage. Arietta only takes like 10 damage a hit.
Beckoning toward the
Spark wave.
Oh, careful, that was a powerful attack.
careful. That was a powerful attack. Yeah, I noticed.
Sharpness! First aid!
Come on, come on.
Here it comes! Sharpness!
Can you please,
Hammer of light power!
like, hurry up?
First aid! Feel mommy's pain!
Shut up. All right. Third time's the charm. We're gonna aim for the bird first, and if we're still having the same problem, I guess we're gonna have to go level grind. This is, very, very disappointing. 3 enemies and a single boss this early in the game just feels like a horrible choice design-wise. IMO. I feel she should have either the bird or the liger, not both. 3 enemies is just overkill and unfun. It's way too early in the game to hit the player with a boss that has this much going on at once.
Cut it out,
I would say.
Hand over ion!
Breastvel.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Yeah, see, he takes like double the amount of damage that what's her face does. Dude, this is insane. I've taken like 500 damage in like a couple of seconds because there are 3 of them all attacking at once. I'm also out of apple gels entirely because stupid guy's AI was using them all up.
Go away!
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this fight kind of blows.
Perhaps we should have killed her.
420 blaze it.
Enough of you! Die!
Kind of blows a lot.
Don't neglect the enemy foe.
Oh my goodness, I literally can't do anything because I'm getting attacked from all angles at all times because there are so many enemies in this one fight. And I really don't understand why they get over limits. Why on earth do they get over limits this early in the game? That makes no sense to me. Look at the amount of damage they deal and the super armor they have. Jeez. I only have 1 FOF change thus far, and I like can't easily activate it. It also really doesn't help that Tyr is awful at healing. Maybe I'm missing something, but I feel like Tyr might be the worst, like at least early game healer I've experienced in Tales of. She's definitely up there. Because she is not doing a good job. I'll pass on dying here, thanks. Me and Guy go down immediately because all of these enemies have like crazy AoE moves. This thing is still over 1,000 health. Yeah, we literally can't win this. This sucks, man. Absolutely terrible.
Almighty explosion. No way. I misjudged you.
Feel mommy's pain.
What an awful boss fight. Holy cow, that is bad. Like, I don't know what else to say. That is just like awful, terribly designed. The only thing I can think to do now is we just have to go level grind because this boss, like, is an insane jump in difficulty. Like, a really bad one.
Sonic thrust!
Please die. I feel like part of the problem here as well is that I think the devs made a mistake in not giving you more boss fights before this. Because correct me if I'm wrong, the only boss fight before this one was the Liger Queen. There should have been a boss fight on the Tartarus or a boss fight in the river. We could have even fought Arietta at the river where she like just had the Liger and not the bird included. And those boss fights would have been a good way to give us like big jumps in experience to get ready for this boss fight. It feels like the devs just completely messed up by not having like 2 more boss fights prior to this. This feels like it's a 4th or a 5th boss, but instead it's the 2nd one. Really doesn't feel like they knew what they were doing at all.
I'll destroy you!
With making that boss number 2.
tune my
Unwittingly,
tiny
the spirits of the
protection.
earth. Stalagmite.
Sonic thrust! Sonic thrust!
Almighty explosion. And energy blast.
I wish I had some elemental moves on Luke so I could try and set up FOFs more.
Almighty explosion.
Although it seems like the only FOF I have right now anyway is Lightning
That
Tiger
wasn't too
Blade.
bad.
Come and die.
So you want to fight?
I don't really want to keep fighting all these losers, but I desperately need to level up like 8 more times to be able to stand a chance against 3 bosses in one fight. They literally... now I'm actually getting, like, mad. Because now that I'm thinking about it, they could have had you fight Arietta's bird at the Tartarus, because she was there controlling all the animals, and that would have been a boss fight at the Tartarus.
want to fight?
They could have had you fight her liger, not her, just her liger, at the river, because she was there with her liger. Both of those fights could have gotten you, like, taught you how to fight those 2 enemies specifically, and gotten you a lot more experience to be better on the level curve. And then when you get here, like, you don't kill either of her monsters in those fights. And then you get here and you fight both of them plus her at once. There was, like, such an easy way to make this not feel terrible, but they just didn't do it for some reason, which is really annoying. So now instead, we have to go level grind because they made an awful second boss. Pretty terrible.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Oh, healing power.
Almighty explosion.
First
Looks
aid.
like
Also,
we're
it's
still
not like I
okay.
didn't buy items or anything to get ready. I haven't bought, like, armor or weapons. I don't ever remember running into an armory, though, to be honest with you.
Don't go overboard.
But we bought healing items and all, like, right before we came here. I used up all the money I had, and that just didn't make a difference because the bosses are insane.
See ya. Ha, get out of my face.
Get out of my face. I really want to go back and see what I did in the original playthrough. That I must have... I think that when I originally played Abyss, it was before I was streaming, so I bet I just, like, level grinded in between recording sessions. I don't know what else I would have done, unless I was way higher level in that playthrough than I am in this one. But I bet I hated it back then, too, either way.
Get out of here.
Get out of here! Hey, I'm level grinding here.
First aid.
Almighty Gala of the spirits of the earth. Stalagmite.
I also, like...
Oh, healing power.
I think the main problem is the boss fight, but I really want to see a comparison, like,
that does it.
between all Tales of games of how good the healing characters are by, like, the second and third bosses. Because I feel like Tyr, at least right now, is not a very good healer. You, in fact, did level grind between sessions? Yeah, unsurprising. It kind of feels like you have to, because this is just such a sudden jump. It feels like this boss is like 5 levels ahead of where the game puts you at by then. Worse than Jude? Tyr is definitely worse at healing than Jude, but I also wouldn't compare Jude and Tyr. I would compare Tyr and Elise. And Elise is, like, by far better. Zillia is also just, like, a better combat system in general. It's not as frustrating. Tyr just runs out of TP, and then her AI is really bad at getting TP back.
See ya.
Don't go overboard.
That doesn't really happen in Zillia. It would be better to compare it. Who's the healer? Is it Rain is the healer in Symphonia? And then Estelle is the healer in Vesperia? Those games are closer.
You're whack.
On hard mode or fight with something else, it makes it so much harder. Yeah, I would expect for hard mode to make the fight harder. I'd kind of accuse them of false advertising if it didn't, to be honest with you. I'm going back to the town to see if I have money to buy more stuff, by the way.
These guys are
That's why
wimps.
we left the Coral Castle instead of just level grinding there more.
No way. Of the earth.
Spirits of the Earth. Defense weakened, dumb idiots. I just finished rewatching your OG playthrough recently. Ah, I see. Anyways, I think that Jude with healer is better at healing than Tyr has been thus far in this game. But also,
We're done.
do you fight the first boss in Tales of Xillia is the Greater Demon in Kijara Sea Falls. That's when you just have Alvin, Mila, and Jude. So Jude is your only healer for that, but that's also the first boss fight. Who is the second boss fight in Tales of Xillia? Is it Zhao in the woods? In which case you have Elise for that second boss fight, and Elise is way better. I turned back around to go back to the castle. I have to go get the items. So you have Elise for the second boss fight in Xillia, and Xillia's boss fight does, it's Zhao and a bunch of wolves. But the wolves are like, the thing there is that the wolves are just like normal enemies thrown into Zhao's boss fight.
I'll do whatever it takes.
The enemies in Arietta's boss fight are not random enemies. It's a liger with and a giant bird with more health than Arietta, which I think is another problem with this boss fight. The more I think about it, the more it has like 8 different problems that make it terrible. It's not just like one thing where it's like, oh, it kind of sucks that Tyr isn't that great at healing. That's what makes it rough. No, it sucks that there are like not more bosses leading up to it to better level you for the fight with Arietta. It sucks because Arietta has not 1, but 2 companions to fight with. And it sucks because also both of those companions that Arietta has are not like, they're not just like, oh, little like 1,000 health ligers that she called to help. It's like, it is a boss fight with 3 separate bosses in it all at once. It's one thing for a boss fight to be like, oh, I have little minions that I spawned that you also have to fight. But for the boss fight to also be like, yeah, there are 3 bosses in this one fight, and it's the second boss fight of the game. That's awful game design. That's just terrible.
Guess that does it.
Would not, sketchy chicken? Would not recommend eating the sketchy chicken, personally. I'm just throwing that out there. I would not do that, personally. But anyways, yeah, dude, I want to go back and watch my reaction to this like 8 years ago, because I bet I was furious. That they designed it like this. This is like generational. Doesn't matter if I played it 8 years ago or if I'm playing it right now. That's bad game design any time you play it, any year, any decade. I don't think this place has a shop, I'm realizing now. I have to go to the other spot. Tell you what, I think I'm definitely gonna etch this down as, I'm gonna mark this down as one of the worst bosses in Tales of history. I'm gonna put it right next to that stupid cave monster you had to fight. No, not the cave monster in Destiny, although that one sucked. The fight in Destiny where it was only like halfway through the game, but it made you fight that royal dude who resisted literally every...
points. You were a mess.
Oh, shut up.
I should have listened to what they were saying. I didn't realize it was like a unique dialogue thing. That awful boss in Destiny. Destiny had a bunch of really bad bosses. But the awful boss in Destiny where it was like, hey, this boss resists literally every element out of the like 12 elements in the game, except for sound. And there's only one dude on your team who can use sound element. That one still sticks in my mind as one of like my least fun gaming experiences ever. Didn't I literally turn that fight down on difficulty just because I wanted to skip it essentially because it was so bad? Having not played as many of them, I would say there's at least one boss per game that's just, why is this so hard? I don't agree. I mean, like, yeah, there are bosses that are hard, but this goes beyond a boss being difficult. This is, to me, this isn't just like, it's not that the Arietta boss fight is hard, it is. But that's not the problem with it. There's a difference between the boss fight being hard and the boss fight being bad. This is a bad boss fight. Okay, I did find someplace that I could buy some weapons, but I just don't have much money either. Like, the game actually has not given me enough... The game hasn't given me enough money to be able to make use of buying stuff either, because I can't, like, afford much of this at all. Yeah, I want to see... 60 physical attack would be pretty worth it. 90 attack on Guy. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna try. I wanted to buy items mainly, but I think I'm gonna try to buy these swords to up Guy and Luke, and hope that the damage, because this is significant damage upgrades. Hope that this is enough to push the needle a bit more.